750 yards, 759 yards.
There's another bull there too.
Yeah. Just down below, to the left, down below and to the left. That's a good bull.
Got him. You see him, Mike?
Yeah. We should take him.
What do you got, Mike? Two shots, two bulls, 2 hours. That's how to start, baby. Yeah! This is why you come chase a tar.
Yeah.
Just for this mount right here.
That's right.
What this thing will look like up on the wall.
Yeah, beautiful.
So bigger horns, but the trophy is
Well,
the hair.
that's right.
I think Mike's got
right.
me.
Yeah.
So I'd say he's still up on me.
We definitely had some good challenges, particularly on the recovery of the tail. Just getting back to camp, we did a pretty major mountain climb and we ended up in the dark. It took us 3 hours to get back to camp. For breakfast is some cereal and yogurt, and then we've got some grilled cheese sandwiches too, with bacon.
Got the legs burning on a one trip for water, no go. So we're doing the all melt the snow to make breakfast. We're getting ready to have some granola and yogurt. $20 is the yogurt's homemade, so probably pretty good. All we gotta do is add some hot water. We're gonna have some awesome breakfast. I don't have time to talk.
I won't have time to talk in just a minute, but it looks good.
Just get the packs on. We're gonna chase some chamois. We saw a couple here yesterday when we put down for camp. So the plan is just to make a big circle on the top of this ridge. Had a pretty easy morning, got all our stuff put together. One of the things about hunting is, especially with the camera, you don't get to capture the real essence of what's going on. We had a really awesome start. 2 awesome shots, and then we spent the rest of the day recovering. We didn't get out of there until about sunset, and then we hiked for 3.5 hours to get here back to camp. So it was in the dark. We come up over that peak, got rimrocked on some rocks, we got in some ice fields. Everybody was exhausted. It was a long trip, and we busted our butts. The work in this case came on the recovery and the return to camp, not necessarily finding the tar in the first place, but we've got 2 down. Now if we can take out some chamois, we'll be back at the lodge sleeping on a soft bed here pretty quick.
Okay, we're going to glass down this whole area in front of us to the south, and then that big long sunny ridge down to the west as well, because the chamois will be just coming out into the sun to warm up. Yeah, they should be feeding out in the tussock most of the day. It's during the rut, so the bucks will be running. They'll be working the females and going from one group to the next, looking for females that are in heat. So we've got to go real quietly. They're very alert, very agile, super spooky. So yeah, game on.
If I could have went this way, then I would have found him. Zion goes this way, he finds him. It's not looking so good. Well, Zion's got one just over the hill here. He's gonna take a look, kind of make sure that's just the one before the rest of us poke our heads up over to see him. That makes Zion 3, Davidson boys 0 for spotting. That's getting embarrassing.
We saw some chamois earlier. They disappeared down in this gully, so we're trying to sneak around, get a vantage point on them. But looks like a good spot. The weather's nice. We got all day, so hopefully we can get in on these 2 bucks, but we'll see.
That was ungrateful. Don't do it like I did.
Hi, my name is Craig Thomason, and I'm a gunner here with Long Range Pursuit. You know, in all of my travels around, I get to shoot with a lot of people with a lot of different experience levels. You know, I shoot with the best of the best and brand new beginning hunters. You know, a lot of people at the range can shoot really well. They shoot good off a bench, but when they get in the field and the excitement and the emotion of the experience gets a hold of them, some people, even though you have the best equipment available, you're gonna miss. It's not uncommon, it's not unusual to be feeling emotions that you don't normally experience on the bench when you're shooting for fun. So a couple of things that I like to do. Breathing is a technique that we teach in our shooting schools, that it just calms you down. Now, of course, if you've just hiked up a hill or the buck of your lifetime is standing in front of you, it's hard to really slow your breathing down. So what helps me is a practice known as dry firing. Some of you are familiar with this, some of you may already be incorporating into your routine. But what it does is you take your rifle, you get into your shooting position. Now, you know, for a lot of us, that's going to be an uncomfortable position that you're not practiced up on. But if you can get into that situation, of course, before you put a round into the chamber, and then focus on your target. Pick that spot on the animal that you want to hit and break that trigger with a slow, easy squeeze. If your crosshairs don't jump and move off that point of aim, then you can feel confident knowing that your trigger squeeze, your body positioning, your breathing, everything's in line to make a perfect shot. Get behind, adjust your elevation, dial your parallax, get calm, breathing. Now, whether you're a beginner or an experienced shooter, if you've got the time to get comfortable, get in your shooting position, get set up, and to where your body positioning and your trigger squeeze isn't affected, to where your point of aim stays true, that's going to make you successful in the field.
What's the distance on that boy? He doesn't have any horns. That's a pity. Nice looking buck.
Well, we were excited there for a minute. We had one buck bedded down out here in the shadows, all by himself, wide open face, the perfect shooting situation, and he doesn't have any horns. I guess apparently they get the horn rot and their horns rot off and break off, and yeah, he's really killable under 600 yards. Boy, those are small targets. Well, it looks to me like they're bedded down. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we've got a couple, 2.5 hours of light left. I think they're gonna start moving here in the next 45 minutes, I'm guessing. But we're gonna check the backside of this hill, watch some of these shady faces, and see if we can find any more bedded down, and then work our way back up to camp. Hopefully make it to camp before midnight tonight. We'll see. I guess if you see bugs swimming around in the water, it must be able to sustain life. So it must be good.
How brown is it?
I don't know. There was one big old gnarly spider floating around in there that had a whole bunch of moss on it. Kept having to scrape him away so he didn't get sucked into my water. Maybe I'll get a parasite. Probably lose about 15 pounds. We were just down here last night, spotted a buck. Got both horns. He's maybe pushing that 300 to 400 yard range. We're gonna see if we can get down a little bit further, see if we can see him. We can't see him from here. I got 360, bro. Dial 3.1 minutes.
It's facing straight away. He's going to turn right. There he goes. Down and out. Watch him. Alright. He is down. Watch him. Pull back. What a shot. Well done, man.
So we've had a heck of a long day looking, finding, and it finally came together. Just shows you never give up, right?
That's hunting for you.
Keep moving, spotting,
Just
moving,
keep
spotting.
Yeah.
Hey,
Good thing is he didn't roll down the hill very far.
Yeah.
Mike spotted a chamois before the guy did.
First one of the day.
We're making progress.
That's true. I'll be the first to admit it. Good spotting.
I was looking over there about 2 miles away. Mike's all looking close.
Yeah, I was looking down here.
I didn't want to go over there. I wasn't looking over there.
One down, one to go.
One to go. Let's get over there and get our hands on him, huh? A lot of uphill in this country. Seems like you can lose the elevation quicker than you can gain it, obviously, but on top of that knob's our camp right behind me, and that chamois between us and there, so it couldn't have worked out better. I mean, he's almost just right on the trail back to camp, so pretty excited about that. It'll beat yesterday's haul on those tar. A lot of work.
He's either here or there. I think he's right here.
Monster!
I mean, they're only 10, 12 inches tall. Holy smokes.
Oh, small target.
Yeah. When you're used to shooting
Some heavy bases.
12-inch targets at 700 or 800, it makes those 360-yard shots pretty easy. I mean, it's pretty nice.
But hey, at least it's a reliable system. You know, he's not getting away.
Yeah.
Nice buck.
He's got nice hair. Check that out.
Yeah, good hair. Nice heavy bases, good hooks there. How far around they hook? That's really good.
So they all end up kind of about the same height?
No, as they get older, they get taller.
A little taller?
I mean, if you see one with the hooks well above the ears, see when they're looking, they're kind of like that. Once you see them up real high.
So that would be about the same height as the ear?
Yep. I mean, obviously, any bigger than that's just amazing. But
Yeah, very cool.
Hasn't the chamois been kind of a challenge? Kind of spread out. You know, they blend in really good, even though they're a darker color. They do blend in with the shadows and rocks, and Zion spotted them all today except for this one, and he would have seen it sooner or later if I wouldn't have caught it quicker. No, I got to shoot the one I spotted. So hunting in New Zealand's pretty fun. The mountains are pretty cool. I wish I wasn't such a desk jockey. It's been a long time since I've been up in the hills doing any kind of hiking at all. Probably the steepest mountains I've ever been in. That descent yesterday on those bull tar was probably a little over 60-degree angle. It takes a toll on you. You need a good set of sticks and a good set of boots. This grass that we're looking at is just really slick to step on.
Well, we're out of here. We got 45 minutes to get back to camp before dark. I told Mike I think we could make it in 15 if we didn't break 5 times on the way up. He said it's going to take him 35 minutes, so I guess he's planning on taking the breaks. Well, we've got one chamois done, and then we've got one more to do.
first of all, we'll glass from here, but then we'll cut up and we'll hunt down off those faces, right around the front and then around the corner.
That'll all be in shade, so kind of like that one that we put up yesterday.
Yeah, but we saw that one there,
Right,
down
and
there.
then about 10, 11 o'clock you went over and bedded in the shade.
Yeah.
So by the time we get there, they should be on the bedded side,
Yeah.
cooling off.
Yeah.
All right.
And before then, before we get there, they should be moving in the sun, warming up. So should be
That's
good.
gonna be nice. Had to shed a layer. I knew I'd only take a couple hundred yards. But this is a pretty spot. I got the sun coming up on this side with Cook Mountain in the background. I got the ocean out there. And I got the valley where all the chamois are down here. So we're fixing for a pretty good day. Better catch up with Zion.
So we're just going to follow this ridge down here, get onto that main ridge going that ways, and then just hunt the top of there, just glassing off the sides and then off the back into that main river, and then just work your way back around past the lakes. So I think, yeah, we'll just get down there and find a good spot. We can see a lot of country, and then we'll glass for probably an hour or so.
Okay.
Coats on, coats off. Seems like as soon as you stop, you want it on. As soon as you start hiking, you want it off. Hiking, hiking, hiking. We've been having a dry camp for a couple days. It's been pretty minimal on water. You come over the hill and there's a big old lake down on the bottom. Kind of makes you thirsty.
Well, we're not gonna get out of a hike today, but options are looking good. We've got 2 chamois bucks that are shooters. If we can just move in, close the distance and get on them. They are spooky and they're moving a lot, so we're not sure, but we're gonna give it a run. So we've got our buck over here, and what's the word? Shooter?
I can't see him. He's down behind that little ridge, but that's good. It'll give us a chance to get over there.
That face over there where I saw one earlier, we just seen one moving in the shadows. So we're about 950 yards from there. Small target. We've got a little time. He's moving in the right direction. We're gonna try to close the distance. If we sweep up around to that point of rocks over there, we should be in that 600, 500 yard range. We'll have a full cover of that whole face. Should be the shot we're looking for. Lots of time to set up. We just need to get there before that buck's gone. Let's hope it's not that one-horn buck from yesterday. It's the exact scenario as this that we want to avoid. We're way too freaking close. We're gonna bust this thing.
Got a little crosswind, bro.
Go up above, there's the two knobs with
Got
the
it.
sun on them.
Got it.
Go to the left-hand knob, and the left-hand side of it, there's a sliver of bush on that left side. He's just behind that. He's walking up the back of that bush there.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a good shooter. Good buck.
Give me a ring.
Strong 5 there. Good strong 5 mile an hour.
Okay, 493, cost for 7, 6.1 minutes. Wait till he turns broadside.
I'm ready.
Yeah, he's moving. He's moving. Yeah, he did move again. He's moving off to the right.
Got him.
Okay, just another range coming. Okay, 5:11 and 6.5 minutes.
Okay. Ready.
Hold for a strong 5. You got him. You got him. Get it. Give him just another half minute. There he is.
Yep, there he goes. It's broadside there. Yep. Good hit. Yeah, that's done him. He's done.
All right, Aaron.
Okay.
He ain't gonna recover from 2 pills of lead though.
Good shot, bro.
You know, I held for 5, but I crowded right behind the shoulder instead of forward.
Yeah.
Just because I hate to say it, but I was gonna make sure we got lead in him.
Yeah.
So there's 2 schools of thought about how to hold wind. One of them is, you know, cheat it so that if you miss off the front. And in this case, I kind of crowded a little bit so my crosshairs weren't off the animal. Because we were getting a 5 mile an hour wind here, pretty solid, but we didn't know what we were doing. Well, I know for darn sure we got a dead chamois about 20 yards up ahead. questions whether or not he's bigger than Mike's. Zion's thinking doesn't have the hooks.
I'm revising that.
Yeah?
It's a bit hard to tell at 510 yards.
Pretty much the same.
Pretty similar, yeah. I reckon he's a little taller, half an inch.
Yeah, it's right there, ain't it?
I reckon he's probably got half an inch, but no more.
Little bit heavier too.
Hey, I have such a hard time trophy judging antelope back home. Imagine being in charge of deciding what's a Boone and Crockett and what's not right here.
Hey, what I like about this one, he's darker.
He is dark.
That
He's
cape?
definitely got a nicer cape, yeah. So he's coming off life size, I think.
Very cool.
So.
Very nice. Well done.
Thanks, buddy.
Well
Job,
done.
Brian. Job, Skip.
Very cool.
Nice buck.
Well, I'm thinking we got epic trophy pictures coming up here somehow.
We do, yeah.
Somehow we got it.
Yeah, there's a couple of knobs up there we might be able to get it on. But no, that's stunning. Beautiful buck.
He hooks nice, don't he?
Real nice. Exactly what we're looking for. 511 yards.